All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday. Are you ready for your daily dose of Kriss? That's right. Here we are doing this every day, just about every day. But we got green in the market today. We got shorts getting taken out. We just had the pinger go off. A couple big Dogecoin shorts got liquidated right up here at over 22 cents, which is a good thing. Let's take out some more shorts. How about that, right? We should do that. We should do that. What is going on today, everybody? Look, we had the FOMC minutes today. Did you check out Tom Crown? Tom's like reading all the stuff, and I'm just like, ugh. Not the best Tom Crown episodes today. But the point was, the Fed thinks inflation risk is higher than unemployment risk. You read that and you're like, oh, that doesn't sound so good. It also thinks that tariff impacts could take some time. Oh, that doesn't sound so good. No, this is not bullish language. And then there's a Friday speech for Powell, which I was making fun of this morning on X. That was just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. In the big picture of cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter. And if those FOMC minutes were such a big deal and they look as bad as they do, why is the price going up? Right? That doesn't make sense, right? Everybody should be bearish. Where are all the bears? Bears, where are you? They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it, which is why I'm saying position yourself now, because you're going to miss the train. You're going to miss the train. It's funny. I was thinking about this yesterday. While the price goes down, right? While the price is going down, people are asking, when should I sell? And when the price is going up, people are asking, when should I buy? You need to do the opposite. You need to do the exact opposite. When the price is going down, you need to be thinking about buying. And when the price is going up, you need to start thinking about selling. You got to change your mind. So yeah, Davey boy, we covered that whole cubic attack the other day. We covered it in detail. We did an entire live stream, which is Dogecoin under attack right there? Okay. Covered it in great detail. And of course, it ends up being nothing but a big bunch of nothing. Okay. In the end, to highlight, it's a big bunch of nothing. But check it out. We covered that. So with that in mind, with the FOMC thing, like markets look hesitant after the FOMC minutes? No. Risk assets faded? No. Traders seem to be in wait and see mode, kind of, until Friday. But I don't know. I'm seeing prices go up right now, and I'm seeing shorts get taken out. We got the pinger on, and we're taking out shorts. So we will continue to watch that. What else is going on? What are the bigger things? Look, on the Bitcoin, no need to overcomplicate it. Price still in the same area. And until we get swept or break of either of the extremes, I'm just sitting back and waiting for the chop to play out. Chop. Who's been using that word? See, all of my words are now being stolen by other people. Chop. It's the summer of chop, guys. It still is the summer of chop. You're sick of hearing it, I know, but it's so true, right? So true. If Bitcoin breaks 112, right? We talked about this yesterday, and goes down into 111s, down into 110, then I'm going to get concerned. But it's not. And if we get back over 120, right, then we're very close to breaking back into price discovery. So this is our range. We are probably going to bounce around for Bitcoin in that same range for the next 2 weeks. Then I think we're going to be a little scared, a little freaked out, because there's going to be a dip. Beginning of September, always a dip. So watch out for that. And then we'll be back into price discovery. And the Bitcoin that I bought at the very top, I'm going to be making profit on. That is the goal, right? The Bitcoin that I bought at the very top, when I start making profit on that Bitcoin, we're golden. We are golden. So right now, we got liquidity getting taken out low and then high, taking out the longs, then taking out the shorts. And we continue to chop. Lark Davis, Bitcoin dominance has lost its uptrend. Right, Bitcoin dominance is breaking down from a 2-year long uptrend. Bitcoin dominance finally breaking down. So historically, Bitcoin dominance breakdowns paved the way for massive altcoin rallies. The action is quiet for now, likely temporary. Expect Bitcoin to move sideways while alts gear up. So if alts are gearing up, what does that mean? That means you're buying on the dips, you're positioning yourself now. You're positioning yourself now. Is this going to drop tomorrow, Bitcoin dominance? No, it's not. It's going to chop around just like it did in 2020, right? Into 2021, it chops around and then it drops. That's what we're waiting for here to happen over the next month and a half. And then the bottom will drop out for a short period of time. That's when you want to be in Dogecoin. That's when you want to be in your alts when that happens. Crypto Elite says, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum will rise incredibly in Q4 2025 as Ethereum breaks out, hasn't reached its previous all-time high yet, but that big move is coming, very similar to what happened in 2020 into 2021. Same thing happened. Just because something happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean it will exactly do the same in the future, but these patterns do tend to rhyme. Alt season always starts after the Bitcoin halving. It did it in 2017, did it in 2021. Now we're in 2025. Bitcoin halves. Eventually, Bitcoin dominance drops like it's doing right now, starting the drop. The rhythm hasn't changed, only the scale has. Fortunes flip overnight. Position yourself now or watch history repeat without you. Simple as that. Position yourself now or you're going to be sitting on the sidelines watching the prices go up and you're like, I should have listened to Kriss. That's going to be the little bird in your head saying, I should have listened to Kriss. But some of you are going to play games, try and play it smart. Oh, I'm going to swing, right? Price is going to go up. I'm going to sell. I'm going to wait for it to drop lower, and it doesn't drop lower. That is the risk you take. Swing trading. Trader Alan has a nice, look at this beautiful chart. Another one from Alan. The Doge circles, 2017, 2021, and here we are, 2025, about to do the completion of the third circle on the Dogecoin macro chart, which means what? Kaboom, kaboom. We got the kaboom coming for Dogecoin. Doge circles. Isn't that cool? Alan's so good at these things. He's so good. It's like, circle. Okay, let's go. Look, even the AI is getting into it. Even AI. Grok said Bitcoin price will hit $400,000 in the next 70 days. It's happening. The question posed to Grok was, if you had to guess an exact date of when Bitcoin will first reach $400,000, when would it be? Grok Heavy responds and says November 2nd, 2025. That is right, my friends. November 2nd, 2025 is when Grok says Bitcoin is going to hit $400,000. Now, it's an AI. Take it for what that is. We have the Alva AI responding saying the odds of Bitcoin hitting 400,000 in 70 days are nearly zero. Current price action, ETF outflows, and bearish technicals make that kind of run mathematically and historically implausible. Well, that's today, right? That's today. Or an hour ago, before we started having green candles moving back up, and we have optimism yet again, right? We have optimism yet again, right? So, watching and drooling on the sidelines, right? Watching and drooling. Aren't they pretty? Those circles are pretty, aren't they, Ryan? Very, very pretty. Oh, Yep. But then, we have that part of Grok, and then we got this part of Grok, which I think is hilarious. Like, what's Grok smoking? Exactly. Well, this is what Grok is really doing. 4 years ago, Elon Musk was saying it's inevitable, Dogecoin standard, right, taking over the financial world. And what is Elon posting today? Annie has new outfits. Annie has new outfits. And I'm just like, that is hilarious. That is so good. I got to give that a like, actually, for Doge will win putting this together. Because it's so true. It's like, wait a sec. What are we doing here? 4 years ago, Dogecoin was going to be the standard. Elon was saying it. And now it's like, we have new outfits for our stupid animated AI named Annie. New outfits. Isn't that awesome? It's like, Elon, really? This is what you've become? Is this what you've become, Elon? Are you not going to save us? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly. We are doomed. Doomer, we are doomed. Oh. Meanwhile, we have the Fed watch. 82% chance of a rate cut still in September, even after the FOMC minutes came out. Do you know why this hasn't plunged all the way down to zero? Because those FOMC minutes came out. Those FOMC minutes came out before we had the revised jobs numbers from July, which actually showed that the country lost 250,000 jobs. And the FedWatch tool is saying they got to consider that in September. So we will continue to watch the odds of a rate cut going into September's FOMC meeting. While people are focusing on Jerome Powell and his speech he's going to give on Friday at Jackson Hole, I don't care about that. Like I said earlier, I don't care about that. It's like, no. The bigger issue is the macro, what's happening. We've got some awesome looking Doge circles. We have Doge circles. This is when you need to position yourself. You need to position yourself. Again, not financial advice. None of this is, but I am positioned. Are you positioned? Are you positioned? I think you're going to get one more chance of a dip. Typically, we have them early September. We zoom out and we say, look, we have been in this upward sloping support since June 21st. Upward sloping support. And with that upward sloping support, that is pretty strong. Pretty strong. Which means by the time we get to the 1st of September, that means the dip would be, well, what the price is now, because we're going to go higher and then we're going to dip, and we're going to dip to 22 cents. And that's where we are now. So, could it dip lower? Possibly. Last year, it didn't dip lower. The August dip was deeper than the September dip. So we'll watch for that. But that's where we are. That's where we are right now. Nice little move over the last hour, and now we're just going to hang out up here over 22 cents. Could we dip back down to the 21s? Of course. That stays above our orange line here. So we'll be watching that for support. What else is going on? Bitcoin is over 114,000, but Bitcoin is still just kind of range bound, going sideways, while Dogecoin is actually moving up. ETH has been moving up. Solana has been moving up. Cardano moving up. But Bitcoin, So that's what we got. Are you positioned? Are you ready? Are you ready? H-bar, 24 cents. It also has been moving up. I think Dogecoin's going to catch H-bar. Dogecoin is at 22. H-bar is at 24. Dogecoin is going to catch H-bar. That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. If Doge catches H-bar, then Doge is where you want to have your money. Chainlink moved earlier. Now it's starting to chop a little. But yes, up 10%. And then we have our pump.fun is actually up 11%. We've got Pengu up 6.5%, doing nice. So we're kind of having the memes kind of doing their thing, while Bitcoin is just chopping around right around 114 sideways. It's okay, David. You don't like Annie either. Oh, God, she was just so annoying. So annoying. It's like, I don't need that chit chatter stuff. I really don't. I don't need a companion. She was wasting my time. I like Grok. You go to Grok, you ask a question, you get an answer. The companion, blah, blah, blah. How are you doing today? I do not need an AI asking me how I'm doing. I just don't need it. So Bitcoin is chilling. Doge will get an ETF. I don't know where HBAR is on the list. I think there was one that was applied for, but it's not one that's coming up by the middle of October. So I don't know. Mr. John, always buying on the 5% dips. It's a good strategy. Robert, 50,000 coin count still adding. Don't count on Powell, that's for sure, David. I think crypto is just much bigger than him anyway. And this whole thing about relying on what the minutes are today and what he's going to say on Friday. Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to be dovish? I think it's a big nothing burger. He's going to talk about policy and he's going to talk about he's not going to mention rate cuts. It's not going to come up. That's not how he might talk about a rate. No, he's not going to talk about a rate cut on Friday. He never does in these speeches. He never does. People are just, oh, but what if he sounds hawkish? So what? It doesn't matter. We're in August. It doesn't matter. Doge is a meme. HBAR is a utility coin. However, Doge is building the utility part out right now. That's what's coming for Doge. Hi, Hang, how are you? Hoping for $1.69. Treasure, hoping for $1.69 Doge. That would be awesome. I wish Annie asked me how I was doing. When you're Annie, you don't have an Annie? You don't have an Annie, Ryan? How are you doing today? I was just like, ugh. No, thank you. The pump is just the beginning. Yes, Chris. Exactly. Powell's speech will be a big nothing burger. We already know that, but all we're going to hear on Friday morning is, oh, Powell, Jackson Hole, what's he going to say? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's going to talk about policy, right? The trend is your friend. Yes, Bruce Wayne. Why did I enter Jasmy a few years ago? And what was the idea at the time? Good question. So this is the summer of 2023. And in the summer of 2023, we saw a lot of alts just getting hammered. Jasmy was one of them. Absolutely hammered. So in the summer of 2023, when I said alts are at their bottom, I'm going to be buying alts because I think alts will outperform Bitcoin from that point. You don't know which alts are going to outperform others, but the ones that got hit hardest, Jasmy was one of them. I was like, I'm buying this. So I bought right here at 0.003. And from there, from 0.003, I sold at 3 cents, right? Here, 3 cents. 10x. That was a 10x on Jasmy. That was my best performing coin up until that point was Jasmy, a 10x on Jasmy. So, and Jasmy actually went over 4 cents, but I didn't take profits then. I was like, nope, I think it's going to go higher. It did go higher. I was expecting even more, but then we had starting the sell-off as we rolled from the end of December into January, and that's when I took my profits. But that was my thinking of Jasmy. Was like this has a chance of being one of those alts that's going to take off, and it ended up being my best performing one. I didn't put as much in, obviously, as I did in other coins, but that was a good one for Jasmine. Just get my chart back for Dogecoin. See how we're doing here. Oh, he's going to be hawkish. He delights in doomsaying. Put the brakes. You should try listening to the UK government. You can buy a Volkswagen with Bitcoin. Really, Kriss? Are they accepting Bitcoin? Or are they just accepting like BitPay or one of those? May God bless my sheep. Poor sheep. Poor sheep. Oh. In Europe only, is that what it is? Exactly, Christoph. I don't need that. If I want to ask AI a question, I just want an answer. I don't want the girly chit chat. Like, no. What's all the talk about the top being 2027? It's that whole extended cycle theory that Bitcoin has all this institutional government buying and they're not going to be selling. Why that spreads into 2027 and why that becomes a date, I don't know. Chainlink has been probably one of the top performers recently, has been Chainlink, because everybody's using it. The Oracle thing that they do is like, let's go. So since like the 2nd of August, Chainlink is up 69%. 69%. That's pretty good. What's XRP up since August 2nd? 8%. You want to be in XRP or do you want to be in Chainlink? Right? What's Doge up since August 2nd? 17%. Double XRP. But Chainlink is the winner right now. What's ETH? ETH is actually up pretty good since that dip on August 2nd. 29%. But still, Chainlink is the winner in the top 100 cryptos. How are we doing, Kilmar? Have you seen anything AI news related yet that you had to see if it was real or not? AI news related. AI news related. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, Kilmar. I mean, the news is the news, right? Like, is AI doing something to cause like death and destruction or anything like that? I'm not seeing that. No, not really seeing anything. I was curious if it was a pre-sale at the time on Jasmine. No, Jasmine had already done a huge thing in 2021. So this was 2023 in the bottom of the bear market. That's what I was talking about. Annie is a distraction. Yes. I think so. I don't need that. Chainlink still has room to grow. Yeah, Khan, I agree. It's already gone on this big run, though. So are you going to buy that now, or are you going to buy something else that hasn't gone on a big run yet? That's the ticket right there. as we see another start of another green candle on Doge. Doge trading very well right now. And the pinger just went off. Got the pinger on. Doge, $370,000 on Binance. A $370,000 short just got taken out on Binance. And then we had a 350,000 short just get taken out on ETH. So, yep, the pinger's on. Taking them out. Like video clips of people saying things. I've seen people just kind of having fun with that, but not someone really manipulating. Like, I haven't seen anything like that. You bit the bullet, Kriss. Bought 5,000 Doge at 21 cents last night. Nice. It's a good purchase right there. Good purchase. I saw an AI video of Trump saying to send Bitcoin to a wallet and they will send you back 2x. Well, that's been going on YouTube for a couple of years. They've been doing that kind of thing. So, yeah, stay away from that. Your link is up 84%. Sweet. Doge is the ticket. You've been holding Link since $9. That $9 Link is nice. Yeah. What was my Link buy-in price? I don't remember now. That's where I sold it. I sold it at $23, $24. I bought it at $6. I bought Link at $6, 67 cents. So yes, I did very well on Link. My Link profit was 250%. Again, you guys wonder, how did I get the money, right, to buy a house? Well, Link was part of it too, 250%. There you go. And this is the thing about Doge, and we were talking about this the other day, right? Dogecoin goes on these big runs in short periods of time. This is what Doge does, right? It goes on these short runs or big runs over short periods of time, again and again and again and again. That's when you want to be in Doge before that next big run happens. And this is what I drew for that next big run, right? It's like you want to be in Doge before that happens. DC Blur is trying out futures trading on Coinbase. Be careful. Just keep it at a bit, okay? You're new, meaning be careful. That's all I say. Keep it at a bit. Don't go all in. Sorry, not sorry for the shorter. Yeah. Bears getting slaughtered. Yeah. It's one of those days today. Will it dip back down? Probably at some point. But right now, it's good. Intel did not launch a token. No, Intel is a company with a stock. Did somebody on pump.fun or something make an Intel token? Maybe, but it's not related to the Intel company. I don't hate shorters or longers, but it seems a silly risk to take when the exchanges will just manipulate the supply and take them out. Exactly. Not a magnet time yet, Robert, but I'll think about it. Pump it back up, Kriss. Like, I can do that. I wish I could. Let's make it go up. Miss Leisha bought 420 SWE today. SWE's on Robinhood now. That was the big news. Which kind of helped. Which kind of helped. This morning it was dipping down to about 337. Overall, SWE's still down from $4.42. So SWE can have a big run. Again, I still have my SWE a little bit. And that was in this. Oh, I need to log in again. Why does it make me do that? Oh, it updated Windows. That's why. It updated Windows. My average of SWE is $1.69. $1.69 is my SWE average. $1.69. Link will go over $100. There were Brad Garlinghouse ones and there were Chris Larson ones too. It was just like, really? XRP? Dude. Oh. Ether block, that'll turn around on you. It's just the timing is all, right? It wasn't a mistake that you did it, just your timing was off. Doge will run like Doge does. It just hasn't yet. Does Doge go back to 19 cents? If it does, what do you do? Right? But do you wait for it? Because it might not. That's what you got to be thinking about. What if it doesn't? Because nobody can tell you whether it does or not. I can't tell you for certainty that it's not going to go to 19 cents. I can't say that. Nobody knows. I say it's unlikely. At this point, it's unlikely to go to 19 cents. I have to stop during overnight because leverage will take me out. Nice learning. Just, yeah, keep it at a bit there. Keep it at a bit there, Mr. Blur. Yeah, I don't follow Ina Khan, but good luck. There is a token. They're integrating it into hardware. I don't believe that. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe. Become members if you want. Thank you, Sunshine. Appreciate it. Mystery trader turns 125K into 29 million. Hey, if you make a gamble like that and you hit it right, you can do that, but 236x return by 2 long positions, 10x leverage, right? That is the exception, not the rule there, Kriss. That's gambler's mentality. Be very careful with that. Good to see a rise off the bottom. Let's settle, right? Get ready for the next leg up. Yeah, we talked about Altcoin last year when it came out on the Ton Network. That was last year. I don't do Telegram, so I don't follow Ton or not. Yeah, again, it was all the timing, Ether block. That's all. You did the right thing. Just Not at the right time. I've done that too. I've done that a lot. I did that with Solana into Cardano. It was the right move, just a little too early. Thank you, Leno Chad. There's no coin that's going to 10x this cycle. We're in August of 2025. We're in August of 2025, okay? The time to ask that question was 2 years ago, right? When we were buying Dogecoin at 6 cents and Jasmy at 0.003. That's the time you ask about 10x. But in August of 2025, following the 4-year cycles, nothing's going to 10x. It's just not. Now, there might be some stupid low market cap token or something, right? Oh, I should have bought that. Well, 1 in a million chance. So sorry, Mr. John. Nothing's going to 10x from here. The markets are already up. All right. Great, John. You made 10x on Edge. I don't even know what Edge is. Whatever that is. Awesome. Did you put your whole portfolio into it and get rich? Probably not. You bought a little. You caught it at a good time. Awesome. 1 in a million chance. You don't know what's going to pump. Doge needs a catalyst. Exactly. ETF. October. The middle of October, Doge ETF is coming. That's like 60 days away. Okay, so Robert, I get it, right? If it goes below 19 cents, I'm dropping a bag for sure. But what are you doing if it doesn't? If you've got all this money ready to buy a big bag, right? Then you're sitting on all this money while Dogecoin's price is going up and you're not in it because you didn't buy your bag. So that's why you have to ladder in, right? Buy little bits on dips. It might not make it below 19 cents. That's my point. Position yourself now because it might not do that. And then you're sitting on all that buying power or cash or whatever or tether or whatever you have, right? That you're going to drop this big bag, right? But what if it doesn't? So, yep, Sean, they should go get up to 22.4. Take out more of those. Yep. Hey, Stickman, how are you? Forks is true, right? Don't miss out over a couple of cents. Cardano will pump. $2 probably. I don't know about 3, but again, that's not a 10x, it's a 2x, right? It'll double in price. August, the month of horrible humidity and choppy charts. Exactly. No, not $7. No. I do not see that. That's so huge of a market cap. Now, is the whole crypto market just going to go insanely wild this fall? Where you're going to get 6x, 7x, 8x returns on everything? No, that would be more like 2017. And that did kind of happen. Not expecting it this time. Law of diminishing returns, market caps of everything are higher. That would be so much money coming into crypto. Tons and tons of money coming in to get those kinds of returns. And I don't see that happening. $20x on Putler. It's not even a coin, Buckbreaker. It's not a coin. It's a stupid token. Right? Look at peak. You never know, right? Doge ETF? Yes. Doge ETF. It's coming. It's coming. Con, that's not correct. You want a catalyst to pump your crypto. You want something specific about your crypto to happen, like Link. You think Link just went up by itself? No. Link has had catalysts that have caused its price to go up. That's what you want. Yeah, Doge kind of guy. You bought in March 2023 at 7.5 cents. That is an investment. Okay. If you think the bull run's over, Angel, what are you doing here then? You should have already sold and been out. Oh, no, you're just kidding. Good one. Oh. What's up, Orbit? Right. Buy in moderation on the dips. Exactly, Robert. That's what you do. You don't wait for it to drop below 19 cents, and then it may not ever happen. Yeah, so I've been saying October for X payments, X money to start. I said that back in January, if you remember. Yes, I said that back in January. I am on record, on video, saying that. Still could be. Exactly 2 days gone. Rate cuts, ETF, institutional buying and usage. Yes, be in position for Doge. Because Doge goes on runs, big runs over short periods of time. That's how it trades. Hey, DB, how are you? My favorite meme coins, Pengu and Bonk are my favorites. Pengu and Bonk. Pengu, because of its worldwide acceptance as the cute little penguin, all the NFTs, the pudgy penguins, like all of that. The Asians love that stuff. That's why I bought Pengu. Bonk, well, kind of missed out on the Solana phone. But Bonk also, just like Doge, goes on big runs over short periods of time. And I'm waiting for that. Ah, there's our friend Chadwick. Awesome. 17. Nice. Thank you. Wouldn't have expected anything less except 16. Will H-bar go to $1? At this point, I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting $1 Dogecoin. Coins are going to surprise me. Absolutely, Con. Every cycle, every year, there's something that surprises me. Last year was Pepe. Pepe totally surprised me. Didn't believe it could do what it did. Sure, I will be surprised again. But that's the thing. There's hundreds of thousands of cryptos, right? So how do you know what's going to be the one? What's going to be this year's Pepe? You don't know. Pengu will flip Doge. Pengu will do well, but flipping Doge, yeah. I love your conviction on ADA. I made 69x on Rhinecoin. No, I am very excited about it, Joseph. I've always been excited about the Dogecoin ETF. I'm conflicted about what an ETF actually is. See, we like Dogecoin because it's a proof of work cryptocurrency that you should buy, you should hold, you should use as a currency. Instead, it's going to bring all these investors coming into Dogecoin that are not buying Dogecoin, right? They're buying this fund's ETF, of which the fund makes money off of those users who aren't actually buying the real Dogecoin. They're just buying paper Doge, right? The investment, right? They're buying the price. They don't care about Dogecoin as a cryptocurrency. And me, liking Dogecoin because it's a proof of work cryptocurrency, because it's getting me away from the banks, right? I want more adoption of crypto, real cryptocurrency. and the ETFs aren't that. But I'm excited about the ETF starting because it's going to introduce Dogecoin to a lot more people who normally wouldn't buy Doge. So it'll be bullish for Dogecoin. I view Cardano like ETC ghost chain. And that's what I say too. There's not a lot of people using Cardano for anything. But hey, doesn't mean the price can't go up. People will pump it. Obviously, Khan's all in, right? The whole change my mind, but that was like last year's statement. It's kind of weak now. You tell me why Doge is going to $1 instead of me trying to change your mind. You're going to buy more Friday after the speech. You think the speech is going to cause a dip in the market on Friday? Could be. Ha, God. ADA will be the #1 coin in all of crypto. Well, that's good that you said it. Sheeb, ETF. And Sheeb's not a coin, pups. Yeah, I know you're trying to pump your Sheeb bags, but you've got it all wrong still. I'm excited. Hey, the pinger. What just got hit now? ETH. $218,000 ETH short just got taken out. Nice. I love it when the shorts get wrecked. I like the idea of Pengu. So do I. That's why I bought some. The Pengu is like that's a fun thing for crypto. Doge dips offer generous entries. I have not heard that one before, Nick. That's a good one. Doge dips offer generous entries. I like that. Come on, Doge, big green candle. Take out more shorts. Let's go. 2240. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin will be a nothing burger in the future, but if you're the first to say that, awesome. You might be the only one. Portfolio up 6% today. Nice, Will. 50 cents H bar, that's more realistic. Yep, more realistic. You're a Toshi fan? I've never really followed Toshi. ETH, another $435,000 on ETH. Let's go. Let's go. I want to hear the pinger, pinger, pinger. Looks like Bitcoin wants to hold now. 114. Hey, there's the dancing Doge again. Dogecoin is on everyone's mind. It will be. And the FOMO will kick in. It'll happen. Thank you, Nick. ETFs aren't working out. There's only two. There's Bitcoin and ETH, and they're doing great. ETH started off slow, but the ETH ETFs are killing it. Now, this week, there has been some outflows. Yes. Again, paper hands, right? Holders of ETFs just selling. Fear in the market again. But overall, they're doing awesome, Marcus. There's only two. Some bear spray. Arbitrum's a tricky one. Again, it's a layer 2 on ETH, and I think in the long term, ARB is not going to be where you want to be. If it gets back up here around $1.50, that's a 3x from here. I'd be taking profits at $1.50. on ARB and just chalk it off as a win. Thank you very much. And then move on. And then move on. I'm sure there's already a Labubu meme coin. So thank you, Martin Gall. Appreciate it. Doge is going to $1 because I told it to. Take a stick, man. Always enjoy your words of wisdom. Non-crypto related. Patiently waiting for Tesla under 300. Cool. I think there will be a stock market pullback at some point in time, but will Tesla at that point already be at too high of a price for it to dip to 300? That I don't know. Palantir. Oh. How do you spell Palantir? Oh, P-A-L-A-N. Palantir. There it is. P-L-T-R. Went down this morning. A big sell-off this morning, but then recovered. And now after market, it's almost back where it started. So I don't know why the big sell-off this morning, but it recovered and is almost back exactly where it started or ended last night. So, yeah. So if you bought at 10 o'clock this morning down at 144, awesome. What's Tesla at? Yeah, Tesla. Everything was selling off this morning, it looks like. Tesla came down to 315, now back up to 323. So yeah, it looks like a lot of stocks had a sell-off the first hour of trading this morning. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe the Trumps will buy Doge ETFs. It'll be interesting when the Doge ETFs start trading. Who's going to be the big buyers? That's going to be interesting because we are hearing a lot of institutions are buying like Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs. Who's going to buy the Doge ETF? That's going to be interesting. Megal takes time. I know, Beeb, what you want to do, but Megal will pump when it pumps. You have no idea. It could be a week. It could be a month. It's automatic, Sean. You go on to CoinGlass and you just make sure right next to where it says real-time liquidations, you make sure that little sound is on. You can click it off and click it on right there. That's what I'm looking at. That's the pinger. And it's anything over $200,000 gets a ping. Any trade over $200,000. Doge, Pengu, and Bump. Those are mine as well, Stefan. Let's go. The hawk to a coin. Oh my God. The hawk to a coin. Yes, let's go. The market usually dips during Powell's speech and then rebounds after he's done. And that happens when Trump talks too. Same thing. All right, RR, we'll see you. Expecting to wake up to 24 cents. I like Trump, but I hope he doesn't buy Doge. Hello? ETH will always be the number one altcoin. It's the OG. Well, it's not the OG, but it's the number 2 in market cap now, but it's not the OG. Never heard of Ethereum Classic? You should look at that, because that's what Ethereum used to be, and Ethereum forked off of Ethereum Classic with Vitalik. But it's the second largest crypto by market cap right now. Without a narrative, I don't think Doge will hit $1. I agree, Javier. Exactly. I don't think Doge will hit $1 either. It's not going to pump to $1 just based on hype alone. I agree. Good afternoon. Doge back to 22 cents. Looking good. Doge needs to reclaim 25 and then flip that into support. That would be awesome, Con. I want that to happen too. Hey, DJ. Our true north, Dogecoin. Yes, we like it. Had to throw that in there just in case y'all are drawing. Getting ahead of yourself. I never followed Phantom, so when they changed to Sonic, it's just like, I don't follow it. Doge's profit, computer parts. Toroidal, is Newegg still accepting Dogecoin as payment online? Can you do that online? Do they still have a way for you to use your Doge? What's my prediction for Solana? It was $400 before. $400. Is that still in play? $295 is right now the all-time high. And I had predicted 400 top of the market, but man, that would be more than double from here. We'll see. Is Solana going to have that kind of run in it for $400? That would be that'd be a big move for Solana. But hey, if Cardano gets to $2, Solana will probably be at 400. Some people like to swing trade Tesla Orbit. There's a lot of swing trading that goes on with Tesla stock, because it goes on nice big moves up and then it just crashes down again and again and again. A lot of people swing trade it. I don't own any Palantir. I don't own any more Tesla anymore. I sold it all. The only stocks I have now are Megal, Apple, a little bit of NVIDIA, and that's about it. I mean, there's my whole 401k plan that is all Vanguard and Russell mutual funds. But that's all I have in stocks. It's all in crypto right now for this big run that I think is going to happen this fall. That's where I am. Megal just for the fun of it, because I like swing trading it. But that's it. Yeah, good luck on the Pengu, Jose. But I mean, is Doge going to go to $1? We don't know. Is Pengu even going to go to 10 cents? We don't know. We don't know. You think Nancy Pelosi and Cathie Wood are going to buy Doge ETFs? I kind of doubt it. And Cathie Wood doesn't buy ETFs. She actually hosts ETFs and she buys stocks. Pops, you're just trying so hard on your sheep. I love it, man, but central banks aren't going to buy sheep. All right, Khan, see ya. The Doge ETFs will be enough narrative to move to all-time high. That would be awesome. I mean, it'll be a big move, right? Once the word gets out, Doge ETFs are approved. Doge is going to pump. Actually, that's not true, Sarek. Bitcoin Cash was a fork off of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the OG. Bitcoin Cash was a fork. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision was a fork. Bitcoin is the OG coin. Quit in time procedures, Ryan. Awesome. Hope you had a good day. The Newegg website says that they accept Dogecoin and multiple other coins. Yep. Do they use BitPay? I don't remember. Thank you, Prajwal. I'm here. Trump said his son owns cryptos. Who, Barron? Because we know Don Jr. and Eric are all in. But if Barron is in, Barron's got to be into crypto, right? Does he own Doge? That'll be awesome. SBET. Yeah, SBET is all in on ETH, right? All in on ETH with SBET. So they had that big run here back at the end of May. God, it really went up to $100. Wow. But then in July, it went from $10 to $30, and then is just settling back in at $20. Is the next move to 40? Maybe. SBET. Well, this looks like one to swing trade, doesn't it? SBET stock. Swing trade the hell out of that, right? And what's going on with Intel? I know, right? What's going on with Intel? So this was the big run it had last week, right? From $20 to 25. Intel doesn't go on huge runs. Intel is never a stock that just goes on crazy big runs. It's a big old slog. That's what Intel stock is. It's a big old slog. Yeah, look at that. Just up and down and up and down. And this isn't even that much. It's not even worth swing trading this. These aren't big swings at all. Intel. Doge about to break up here. Got the pinger again. Bitcoin, $268,000 trade got liquidated on Bitcoin. Let's go. Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin moving up. ETH moving up. Doge moving up. Let's go. Are you guys all positioned? What's my investment plan for the bear market? That's a great question. I'll be watching the stock market very closely. I don't think I'm going to be buying a bunch of crypto from the end of 2025 through 2026. Just fear of crypto bear market, big pullbacks in crypto. So, yeah, we'll talk about it when it's happening. But I think I'm going to be much more conservative in 2026. Of course, energy trail. That's what happens, right? I say position yourself, right? Position yourself. And if it dips, it dips. Yep. You got it. It's the bigger picture, though. I mean, zoom out, right? I'm seriously. Today is just another day, right? But zoom out and look how Dogecoin trades again. Goes on these big runs in short periods of time. That's when you want to be in Dogecoin. And I'm saying out here, right? Out here, there's going to be a big run. Does that mean you buy today? Maybe not. Maybe you buy in September, right? But I'm saying position yourself before this happens. That's what I'm saying, because it's going to happen. 99% guaranteed. I don't know. But that's how Dogecoin trades. And you want to be in Dogecoin before that next big run. Is it going to be this big? I don't know. It's something, though. It's just something out there. That's all I'm saying. And if Dogecoin will dip in September, I'm guaranteed, 99% guaranteed, there's going to be a big dip the first week of September. I'm calling it. I've called it every year. It happened last year. It'll happen again this year. Guaranteed. And I'll make a video about it. And you can say, see, I told you so. And I'll say, but I told you so too. Right? I'm front running your told you so. Hey, CDC, Doge is up. Yes, it is. Goose, you got your she bag as well. Oh, Pups is good. Pups is trying so hard. He's trying so hard. Will Link hit 27 today? 2640 now. It might. If we get a nice little run tonight. Well. You're in on Pepe. Pepe's had a lot of good entries on these dips this summer. I don't know if Pepe is going to be the one, though, that really triples in price from here. I don't know. Pepe was last year's darling, This year it's going to be okay, but I don't think it's going to be the one like it was last year. Doge needs some good old Elon fake news. That could make it pump. Good evening, Zhao. Will the price drop after? No, Sabir, it's going to drop during. Then it's going to recover after, and then at the end of the day, it's going to be a big nothing burger. That's what it's going to be. Trump's son has the ultimate unlimited money method. Yeah, he's not going to play that game. He's better than that. He was raised better than that. Yeah, they take BitPay. Okay. Barron probably owns Pepe. Sure. I don't follow Edge. I know it just went on a big run. I don't follow it. You've been watching the old Fast and Furious movies. They're fun. I mean, for what they are, they're fun movies, right? And you get to see cool cars racing around. They're good for that. AEOD, what does that mean? What does that mean?
All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
All eyes on Doge. I got Monica dancing again. Hey, Hakita Vida. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. How you doing today? Thank you very much. Thank you. Pengu's going up. Pengu. Let's see what the Pengu is doing. I caught it on a wick there up to 3.2. Now we're getting a little red. Bitcoin red candle. Bitcoin's going to spoil the party for us. Stupid Bitcoin. Ha. Doge to the moon. Thank you, Chazarab. I'm not always this optimistic. Sometimes I'm a bear. Remember that. These guys will tell you in the chat, there's sometimes Kriss is a bear. I'm not a bear right now. I'm a choppity chop up and down. Watch out for the dip in early September kind of guy, but very optimistic for the fall. The pool man bought some Doge yesterday. The signs for sheep, what kind of signs are they? The doom signs, doom and gloom? You're trying, pups. I know you're trying. I hope your bag isn't too big. You'll probably make some money, but you're better off making a lot of money somewhere else. Does Hood overinflate the green days on the chart? No. They do all their measurements from midnight, at least on my app. It's all from midnight. And I think their percentages are, I mean, it's what the price is. It doesn't overinflate it. Nope. Nope, I don't see that. Anthony, the most important thing I learned this cycle is to always buy Bitcoin first in the bear market and then use the gains from Bitcoin to buy alts later. Well, that worked this cycle, didn't it? Guess it would have worked the cycle before too, thinking about it. Yep, that would have worked as well. Yeah, we already talked a lot about ADA earlier. Again, 88 cents, price target $2. Others are expecting a lot more. I'm not. Nobody uses Cardano blockchain. Can you make money on ADA? I mean, if it goes to $2, you're going to more than double your money from now, which is great from an investment point of view. But don't be thinking you're going to make a 10x on ADA, like some. All eyes on Doge. Yeah, someone asked about Sonic before, the old Phantom. I don't follow it. Don't follow it. Fly, penguin. I'd like that too. Yeah, that was an AI thing for the All Eyes on Doge. That was not me dancing. No, it was not. Had fun making it though. Martingal's going for the XP. Reverse psychology, Dr. Bear. The altcoin season index is up in the 50s now, huh? We're getting up there. Getting up there. I know, right? Yeah. Sheep is up 4%. Doge is up 5%. That's all right. We do have this Sheep versus Dogecoin chart, which I have shown many times, and it's just not a good looking chart if you're holding Sheep, because Doge has continually outperformed Sheep by a lot. By a lot. I mean, we look at it from April, and Sheep is down 30% compared to Doge. So, and it just keeps going down. So you're just missing out. If you're holding a lot of Sheep, you're missing out. And that's it compared to Doge, which is not the best performer. Hey, Josh, how are you? Raul from Mexico, penny by penny, exactly. All the way up to $1. Love it. Penny by penny. Pepe, yeah, Martin, we just talked about Pepe. If you can get Pepe for under 10, awesome. It's now at 10.6 again, but it dipped down close this morning, 10.15, but it was below 10 back here. It's this yellow line right there. 5th of August, you could have bought under 10. Again, last year was the big Pepe year, not this year. It was last year. I mean, we zoom out on Pepe and you can just see like this big run here. That's where you wanted to be in Pepe. Where it already did a 10x. So from here, it's now a 2x to get near its all-time high. That's a long way from 10x. But then, like I said earlier, if you're buying right now, you shouldn't be expecting a 10x on anything. We're in August of the 4th year of a 4-year cycle. You shouldn't be expecting 10x. Bruce knows a guy. Glad I did not swap Doge for Sheep. Again, whenever you look at those charts that compare one coin with another, you get the idea of what's going on. And yeah, DB, it's amazing how many people are just so negative about stuff all the time. It's like, how do you get through the day if you're just, are you just negative about crypto? Or are you negative about everything in life? There are some people like on X, Twitter, that I just wonder how they get through the day. It's just negativity upon negativity on everything. I know there's a lot of Redditors like that too. They're just railing on things like all day. And I'm just like, God, do you live your whole life like that? That would be sad, wouldn't it? It'd just be sad. Hey, no, don't apologize for being a gamer. Well, I can't tell you what to do with your Pepe, Martingale. You've got to figure that out. I cover the markets. You do what you do. Powell's not going to be a hero, CDC. Nobody's expecting that. Will not be a hero. Hey, VP says anything's possible. So he's not lying. Is it possible for Doge to go to $2? Sure, it's possible. I'll say that too. He's not lying when he says that. I don't think he's even expecting it, though. I like that one, Ryan, right there. There's a 10x for you. I'll take that. I will take let's get 2,000 people in the live. I'll take that. Thanks. Let's go. Of course, we know that about you, Christoph. You have Doge and Bitcoin, and that's where I'm going to be next year. I'm going to get rid of everything else, and I'll just have Doge and Bitcoin. I think so. Yep, sheep went on a run then. Will it go on another run? Maybe. Pups will be happy when it goes on its run because it'll probably go on some kind of run. And then we'll finally start hearing from the sheep people again. But it'll be very short. It's not going to be long lasting. Oh, look at that run. I did notice today is August 20th. 2 months until October 20th. Look at that. Didn't even notice it. I know Danny, right? Is Powell dovish? Is he hawkish? It doesn't matter. In fact, I don't even think he's going to be either. He's going to be talking about policy. It's going to be boring. Boring. Good evening, Miguel. I'm over the 20 cent plus. Just want to see a steady 30 cents now. Let's go. I like it. Will Near, Link, and Aave pump this cycle? I don't really follow Near, but if everything's pumping, Near will go up. But Link and Aave, definitely. Those are good. Powell is Powellish. There you go. Exactly. Oh. I think he's just going to kind of wander off into retirement in May. Trump is going to let him serve out his term. There's nothing he can do about it. Two months until the promised live KrissPax dance. I did not commit to that. You guys did. I didn't. Your new assassin's name is Andrea from Italy. Well, happy killing, I guess. I never liked my kids playing shooting games. I didn't like the whole killing part of it, even though I admit I did play Doom back in the day. I did play Doom. It is what it is, right? I think Link is probably better than Ondo Finance, Trug. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah, Martingale, you've got to decide. You know, one thing you might want to consider is maybe just selling half of the Pepe and rolling that into something else and keeping the other half, okay? Think about something like that. It's not like you don't have to be all in on Pepe. Maybe you sell half of it on the next big green candle on Pepe It goes on a little run, maybe back up to 12, and then sell half, right? And buy something else with that half. Is it possible for Doge to go to $1? Sure. Will it? That's the question. Yeah, we've shown market cap, all of that. $1 Doge makes a lot of sense to me. Does it have utility? What's it being used for? It's got to be more than just hype. If it was ever going to go to $1 based on hype, it would have done it in 2021 because Doge was overhyped then and it didn't get there. Well, Crypto the Conqueror, you need to watch my 2025 price prediction video for Dogecoin that I made back in January to see what I predict for Dogecoin's high this cycle. And I hate to tell you to go watch another video, but lies. In real life, oh. You're going to hold your ETH and XRP? No, you're not, CDC. You're trolling me. You're not holding XRP. Into what? That's for you to figure out. You figure out what you roll half your Pepe into. You can listen to what I talk about, but 3,000 Doge miner or 3,000 Bitcoin, which is smarter? Garmin, tomorrow, I'm going to have that answer for you, okay? I have to wait for tomorrow, but something big on mining is coming tomorrow, okay? Something big tomorrow is coming on Dogecoin mining. So, DJ, be here too tomorrow. I cannot announce it today. It's got to be tomorrow. It's a Thursday thing, okay? We're going to talk about it. Got a big, big thing coming tomorrow, Thursday. I'll do it in my video in the morning, and then we'll cover it more during my live stream Thursday afternoon. Can't wait for the 2026 price prediction. I can't either, right? Those are my best videos. They are my best videos. Oh. How many are still holding Doge from Elon's SNL appearance? I know, right? GTA 5? Is 6 ever coming out? CDC. Is 6 ever coming out? Right, Doge to $1 before GTA 6. Exactly right. I'll believe it when I see it. GTA 6. Oh. Bitcoin is not motivating because if you put $1,000 in, you get all those zeros. Yeah. That's why a lot of retail doesn't buy Bitcoin. Too expensive. You forgot what I said. Wait for the big green candle on Pepe, up to maybe 12. Right now it's at 10.6. Goes up to 12, something like that. Big green candle. Maybe take half your profit in Pepe and then roll that into something on a red candle. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ron. I got something that may not require an electrician. May not require an electrician for a home Dogecoin miner. We're talking about that tomorrow. Talking about that tomorrow. It was Lloyd Ostertag, right? Ah, good old Lloyd Ostertag. That was hilarious. I'm waiting for the 2028. Yeah, the 2028 price prediction video is probably going to be a lot better than the 2026 one. 2026 is going to be bearish. I can tell already. Feeling bearish. You want to get back into mining? AVAX, I'm not expecting a big, nice run on AVAX. AVAX had a big chance last year with all the support about gaming and all this stuff, and then it just fell right back down. So who got scared and sold their Doge yesterday? I thought about it, and then little Kriss in the back of my head said no. Exactly. On the red days, you should be thinking about buying. On the green days, you think about selling. That's what I said at the beginning of this live stream. It's like yesterday, the day before, people had it all backwards. It's like, no. No. ASICs are the way to go. We're talking about that tomorrow. A hamster-powered Dogecoin mining rig. Wouldn't that be awesome? Go, Hammy, go! Powell's not talking tomorrow. He's talking Friday. It's just a speech. It's just a speech. No decisions are made by him alone. He's going to talk about policy. Policy. Hyped for the mining thing? Yeah, we'll talk about it. Just sell when it's high. I'm a simple man. Nothing wrong with that. If it's cool, I'm going to order one. I think it will be. It's the Pax cat, right? The cat, like banging on the keyboard. Exactly. Got to use some of that energy, right? Harness that energy. Where do you buy that hammy-powered mining rig? Let's go. Let's mine some Doge. The dual gerbil mining rig. Exactly. People thought you were a lunatic mining Doge in 2014. Maybe. Nobody knew what Doge was then. It was kind of just a joke coin. But if you mined a crap ton of it and you held it, you sold 0.0075 Bitcoin, Anisha, and bought $1,000 of Doge. Yeah, if you look at the Dogecoin versus Bitcoin trading pair, you generally want to sell when the Doge price is up versus, I'm sorry, yes, when it's down. Sorry, you did good. When the Doge versus Bitcoin is down, then Bitcoin, you get more Doge for your Bitcoin. So yes, Tuesday was a good day to do that. That was a good day to do that. And now Doge is going up in value versus Bitcoin. So you're doing good. You're doing good. We're going to talk about miners tomorrow, Martingale. Tomorrow. Doge versus ETH. That's a good one. Doge, ETH. Yeah, so I mean, ETH has done very well, right? This year. So Doge has continued to fall down versus ETH. However, from a year ago, right, we're still up. Doge is at a higher price valuation from versus ETH from a year ago. It's just that Doge went on this crazy run November, December. The move then would have been to swap your Doge for ETH, and then you would have made a lot more money up to now. Again, you can probably, this is probably true for almost, hey cat, this is probably true for like most Doge other crypto trading pairs, but versus ETH as well. But this will turn around too. You're just causing trouble, cat. Why do you do this? Step on my keyboard. Pax Cat says hi, everybody. Hello. I want head scratches. No, nobody, huh? He's a good boy. Sometimes. Hey, Doge going up again. Let's go. Take out more shorts. Let's do it. I want to hear the pinger. Want more shorts taken out. Let's go. You're seeing the profit already. Awesome. Good timing. Yep. Take advantage. You did good. $12 of free Bitcoin. Still looking good. Big green candle. Mining rigs are not as simple as you think. I got something to show you tomorrow. We'll see. Solana staking versus ETH staking. No difference. You might get a better percentage with Solana than ETH, but then ETH will outperform Solana in price. So take that for what it is. Yeah, chase the green candles. Exactly. Can't lose doing that, right? Your candles aren't green enough yet, Matt. Exactly. He heard us talking about a mining rig. And he's like, yeah. Yeah. He wanted me to check the PopCat chart. Yep, climbing back up. Here we go. 22.2. Let's go. Let's go. The flux capacitor mining. Going to bed so I can time travel to tomorrow's video. We will talk about it. The energy costs will mess you up, and agreed. And Boston is bad. Boston's bad. I mean, the cost of the electricity itself isn't bad, but then they add on these transmission costs and all these other fees that double from 13 to 26. And it's just like, yeah, I'm paying 26 cents a kilowatt hour. That's bad. Bad. Well, it's not profitable. It's not profitable for you at 22-cent Dogecoin, but how about at 32-cent Dogecoin or 42-cent Dogecoin? So you're mining Doge now and maybe getting a little loss, but you're getting those Doge at 22 cents. But what if the price of Doge goes up? at $1 Doge. The mining stock, I'm not buying mining stocks unless you want to swing trade it or something, right? And just do a flip. But long term, I would not be holding mining stocks. Mining stocks are good for swing trading, flipping, in my opinion. I know we were up really nice November, December, weren't we, Matt? We were up nice. So can we at least get back up to that level, right? 45, 48 cents. Now we're talking. Let's do that. Let's do that. Bob buys when it's high and sells when it's low. Don't be a Bob. Oh, that's very good. Don't be a Bob. Bob buys on the green candles and sells on the red candles. Don't be a Bob. That's the way I would say it. No, change your thinking to be the opposite. Except for my Bitcoin, of course. Except for my Bitcoin. But you guys know I've got Bitcoin that I bought here at what? 26,000. I got that Bitcoin right there. $26,000 average buy price, Bitcoin. And that's worth $4,000. So buying $10 of Bitcoin at $125,000 per Bitcoin, buying just $10 of it doesn't really affect that average price. It ticks it up a penny or two maybe at an average price, but yeah, that's a preview of what's coming. I like that. He watches the lives with doubt, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If he's going to sell on the red candles, oh. Karen buys XRP. Don't be a Karen. I love that in more ways than one. I love that. I know Tom Lee and his ETH, right? Man, he's buying a crap ton of Ethereum, isn't he? Going all in on ETH. Don't be a Momtaz. Don't be a Momtaz. Oh. Grind until it breaks. I like that one too. Make a new video dancing with a miner. Hi. If miners are solving encryption, create new blocks, could miners pool together to break encryption? I suppose, but why would they want to? If they're making so much money off of mining Bitcoin or Doge, it's like, why would they do that? They're making money now. I hope Tom Lee is right too. At least for this fall. Because I will be selling the ETH I have left and taking profits. I'm not holding it through a bear market. I'll hold some Bitcoin and I'll hold some Dogecoin. Just in case. But everything else, I'm going to be risk off. Yeah, this is just me. This is what I'm going to be doing. We'll talk about it this fall. No, Kriss does not need a puppy. We had a family dog. He was awesome. He was the best. But that was the problem. He was the best. And another dog will never, never match up to him. Hold Palantir puts in a bear market. I may try shorting in 2026, but not Doge. It'll be other things like sheep. What's the price of Doge a year from now? Tell me now. Tell me now. ETFs made it easier for institutions to gain exposure to crypto without having to manage wallets and private keys. Jade, that is absolutely right for Doge as well. The same thing could be for Doge. Are institutions going to buy Dogecoin? No. Even if it's an ETF, are they really going to buy Doge? That is what I'm excited to see. Who's buying the Dogecoin ETFs? Yeah, BTC and Doge. Nah, no worries. It's all right. He was a great dog. Christoph, you're getting 2 dogs. But you already have a dog. You're getting 2 more? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Oh, we're not here yet. We're not there yet. The cat was walking across my keyboard again. Weren't you, buddy? You like to do that. There's not a lot of room on my desk here. Ryan asks a great question, everyone. So if the FOMC, the Fed, cuts rates by 25 basis points in September, how will that affect Dogecoin? There are some who are saying that rate cuts may not necessarily be great for the markets, which is kind of interesting. Tom Crown was looking at the history of rate cuts and when they happened before. And about half the time over the past 30 years, about half the time, the rate cuts caused the markets to go up, and the other half, they went down. And the reason they went down is because the economic conditions were already in a place where the markets were probably going to go down anyway. And as we're looking particularly at the stock market right now, the stock market's at all-time highs. The NASDAQ, the S&P 500 are at all-time highs. So is cutting rates going to be good for the stock market? No, it doesn't need to. The stock market has been all-time highs, hitting new all-time highs all year long with no rate cuts. So yeah, I don't know. Let's start a Dogecoin treasury company. That's going to be the thing, right? That's going to be the big thing. Doge treasury. How does Christoph make money? I don't know what you want me to answer, Ali, but keep posting that, and I'm not even going to care. You have savings, Christoph. Rate cuts will be bullish short term and then cause a bear market. I kind of agree with that. I do kind of agree with that. They might boost crypto returns short term. Yeah. Will I continue my YouTube channel? Yes, David. I'm looking forward to doing my bearish 2026 price prediction video on January 1st, 2026. I will continue my YouTube channel, yes. Keeping it real, like I do. Keeping it real. There will still be money to be made. It's just going to be a lot tougher, I think, next year than what's coming this year. What's coming for the rest of this year is going to be easy money, in my opinion. After that, then it's going to be harder. Would a stock crash funnel into crypto? No, crypto would drop with it. Do I think we're in a stock market bubble? I think we are not in a bubble, Ryan, but we're topping. So with that, could it go higher? Well, I mean, Trump is going to do everything he can, right, to keep the stock market grinding. But I don't think the rate cuts are going to like cause a crash in the stock market. I don't see a crash coming, but the gains are going to slow down. That's what I think. So I don't think it's a bubble. But good question though. As far as where we are in crypto, yes, we're very early. Buying crypto here, if you've got lots of time and you're young, yeah, whatever you can. Enjoy it. I'm a little on the older side. So I'm thinking about shorter term. Buy the news. No, you got to buy the hype. And you sell the news. Gold or silver. I've never been a gold or silver investor. So, I mean, I'll probably have stable coins earning yield. I'll probably do that for a while. And then we'll see. Aggressive rate cuts are bad. The 10-year bond yields will revolt against sharp declines in interest rates. Yeah, I mean, they've got to be careful. I get it. I get it. That is pretty funny there, Christoph. You're not a multitasker. That's what it is. You're trying to concentrate on the live stream here while making a sandwich. I'll continue to watch even when I'm rich. Thank you, Stickman. Appreciate it. Yes, 26 and 27 will be tests of discipline. I agree with that, Nick. I agree with that. You want to buy a Les Paul? That's not a mining rig. I know that. A Les Paul is not a mining rig. Hey, Chris. Hey, Abdul. Sell, you fool. Yes. The Mr. T. Sell, you fool. Sell, sell, sell. God, when I told everyone I sold at the end of January, everybody was freaking out. I was just like, I told you I was going to sell. And that whole live stream was just like, oh, Kriss is dumping on all of his followers. And I'm just like, I told everyone I was going to be selling. I told everyone about the fear of tariffs that was happening. I gave everyone a warning. I told everyone what I was doing. And still got shit for it. And I'm just like, oh, at this point, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I think. Oh. Oh. You're also in Massachusetts or from Massachusetts, Abdul? Mm-mm. 18 to 20% interest rates. Remember that? 1970s, weren't they awesome? And we had the gas lines, the gas shortages. Good times. Used to live in Somerville, Mass. Depending on how long ago, Somerville has changed quite a bit. It's not from too long ago, then you already knew all that development going on, but there's a lot going on in Somerville. And that's a good part of it. If you've forgotten you've got money in crypto and you're here for the long term, that's the best thing. Just don't even think about it. Because in 4 more years, it's going to be worth even more. Most likely. What caused us to go back up today? Good question, Alex. Nobody in the past 2 hours has asked that question. We've done 2 hours on a green day and nobody asked why did crypto go up today? That's good. Don't usually get that. Don't usually get that. Well, look at my, well, that was all on my video this morning. Because I knew what was coming. We looked at it this morning, which was the liquidation heat maps. Okay. And I said in this morning's video that I thought we would most likely be going after the shorts. Because we had, that big decline yesterday, taking out all those leveraged longs. And so what are we doing now? We're gearing up to take out the shorts. And so the market is coming back up. There was one last dip this morning, right around 10 o'clock, took out some more longs, and now we're going up and taking out shorts. So that's what it is. Bitcoin hasn't moved as much. ETH has moved more. There's been bigger liquidations on ETH. See the movement on ETH, taking out all these shorts. Looks like there's another big one up here at 43.89. That has a big target on it right there. Let's go get that, right? Let's go get it. Dogecoin has not had as much action as ETH. But we can look at the Doge chart and we can see similar move, right? So here's what we had. Monday took out those longs. Tuesday took out these longs. This morning took out some last ones down here and now moving up, taking out shorts. There's some big ones up here, 22.7 up to 22.8. That's a lot of money. 6 million, 6 million, 6 million. Ooh, there's like $30 million up there just in Doge shorts that can get taken out before we even get to 23 cents. So this was a series of drops taking out leveraged long positions. And now we're moving up to take out the shorts. It's a summer of chop. People say, well, you keep saying summer of chop. And I'm like, because it is. The exchanges don't want you to win if you're shorting or doing leverage long trades, and they'll take you out. They'll liquidate you like they can. Crypto adoption is relatively early. Yes. Kriss sold. Just bought 200,000 Pengus, Abdul. 3 cents. Awesome. It'll be up to 4 before you know it. Should be a nice 30% gain. Yeah, it hit this earlier this afternoon, 0302, right there on the dip. Nice. Pengu's up 8% today. Nice. They are saying, Batman says, I want to know who they are. They are saying ETF approval would likely push Dogecoin slightly. We might be looking at 40 cents only, but I'll take it. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the effect of Dogecoin ETFs are going to have on the Dogecoin price. Used to live in Worcester, out in Worcester. Oh, and here in Boston. Okay. Will I sell my house again? No, I will not. I'm not going to try that again. This is our house. We're good. All paid for. Don't need any more. So now everything I have left investing, that's just for the fun of it. Still paying off my capital gains taxes, but also have a little bit for some trips and things. And then next bull market, make more money and enjoy that for trips and other little goodies. But I don't need to make millions of dollars again. Quality of life is good. So I don't have to risk that again. You don't trust the daily chart until it's over. It's 2 more hours in the day and you're like, I don't trust it. Oh. Congrats to whoever bought Pump when it bottomed out. I bought Pump at the bottom, but I already had some. I showed you where I bought Pump. I think it was the bottom. It was pretty close to the bottom. Do the 4-hour chart. I bought right there. 0025. Very close to the bottom. I also bought some right there at 005. But what did I do? I bought more at 0025, which was just about the bottom. I think 0023 was the bottom. So 0025. It got pretty close here. 0027 yesterday, but is coming back up. Still not as low as where I bought. So yeah, I almost got the bottom there on pump.fun. So I can still have a little fun with part of my portfolio. I can still do that. Come on, 23 cents. Let's go, Doge. Take out those shorts. Let's do it. Let's do it. I hate the shorts. Chop suey, baby. Robo taxi. Is that a token, or are you talking about like the actual Tesla cars being used as robo taxis? Riding the rent money. It's pretty nice every month. Don't have to pay rent. Don't have to pay a mortgage. It's pretty nice. Selling my house to buy Doge? Well, it's all on the timing. It's all on the timing. The Duchess is in the house. Welcome. Pax Cat's right here, hanging out. Right there, the cat. Just hanging out, leaning against my arm. Right? He's bored. It's like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Did I get any DeFi tokens? All I got was Nula, and that didn't work well. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I made a lot of money on Aave, though, which is a DeFi token. I mean, it's its own platform, but selling my kids to buy Peak. I still have some XRP. I will be selling it this fall, but my XRP right here at an average cost of 58 cents. 58 cents. I will be selling this fall. And I will be done with XRP, never touching it again. Sell my soul. Selling my friend for Ani and sheep. Oh, that's good. That's OnlyFans, Ryan. That's OnlyFans. You gonna start an OF, huh? All right. Start an OF? I can buy it back in the bear market. Not XRP, I won't. Ever again. Ever. So how's everybody feeling about this? You think we're going to stay above 22 cents? Or you think we're going to be dipping back down? What's everyone thinking now? Put us in the chat. Let's see what you're thinking. Do we keep going up from here, or do we dip back down to 21? The chop. The chop will continue. Dan says stay above. Stay above. Let's hold 22 cents. Nick says, I think we'll drop a cent or two. Ryan says, uppy up. Will is hard to tell. Chop. Up. Let's let the Doge run. I like that. Maramello is up. Why? Well, people want it to drop so they can buy more at a lower price, or just go up because you want to run with it and get the most profit as possible. Let's get past the next FOMC. I know we're still a month away. It's like, painful, right? 4 weeks away. So 4 weeks from today is the next FOMC. Up and down, chop. And of course, Stickman, thank you very much for your humor. We didn't get Anthony today. Anthony comes in and says, I do whatever the opposite of Kriss says. Choppity chop. Down till Friday. Oh, because you get paid from your imaginary job. Oh, a paid off home, hard to beat. Thank you, David. We talked about ADA earlier. I think Doge is going to go sideways for a while, at least 4 weeks. And we may have a dip early in September again. I know. I'm on to you, Christoph. No one's saying Doge is dead. Yeah, we don't have the bears in the house today. No bears in the house today. Can I live with you to save money for Doge? I've already got a cat here living off me for free. Bonk is dead. Yeah, that Bonk play, looking back on it, I hope Bonk still goes on a run, but I'm not as bullish on Bonk now as I was like 3 months ago. Not as bullish right now. But hey, right now, look, Doge is evening out right here above 22 cents. 2 hours right here. A good solid 2 hours. Right here above 22 cents. So that's a good sign. Now, we could dip down to 21.99, right? But adopt all of you. Airdrop me XRPs. What's a... Oh, God. That's good. That's good. Oh, and there he is. He comes in. Anthony, right on cue. You're right on cue. Yep. I'm saying position yourself now. So you're going to say do the opposite, right? Do the opposite. I could rent out rooms for Doge, payment in Doge only. I'll have a good profit when XRP hits $100. True that. Yeah, we were over 200 today at concurrent any one time. When we get up over 400, that'll be October probably. And then we'll start getting up over 500, have some big live streams. It's going to be fun. And then what does it do on Sunday, Forks? It dumps. Another Sunday night dump. You get a lot of those, right? Well, I mean, we'll be watching the I mean, if Doge can get up to 23 cents and take out all of these shorts, we'll have a lot of new longs coming in. So the chop will continue. I think we'll see that. All right, gang. Hey, it's a good day in the green. ETH, Doge. We looked at Pengu, looked at ADA, looked at others. Good trading. Good trading today. Let's hope we keep it up tonight. We'll be live tomorrow. We're going to talk about Dogecoin mining tomorrow. So be ready for that. We can do a little bit of mining talk. And yeah. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.